mình cộng cho mình start tên thôi đó.
Nein, das Rest bleibt langweilig heute. Ja.
I'm surprised it fit up without a
Yeah.
Let's connect them on the back, like right below me.
Stuck right now?
It's the
Yeah, you're on the rack. At this point, it's either drive through it or back it off.
What do you
All those
suggest?
cars hitting that.
I got it, hold up. How close am I hitting that bitch rest?
You're still on it.
Que cagada que o cara fez a frente com R8.
Oh, shit. Guess you're not driving the Ferrari.
Já foi. Minha nossa. Ai. Foi a maior porrada que eu já
China com caraças. China com caraças.
There we go. There was no way.
Oh, it's Kurt Busch up and over. Boyer's in it. Bobby Labonte's in it. Stremmy's in it. Jeff Gordon down to the grass.
Nothing else coming from behind you.
And Kurt Busch went over and over.
Yeah, and running out of time. I mean, he's, you know, desperate. And you see the 36 move down just a little bit. And Yaley and Stenhouse thought he could squeeze by on the next to the wall, and he just couldn't make it. And this kid's ugly. Watch this thing.
Right on top of Ryan Newman.
Hadn't Ryan Newman had cars on top of him before here?
I think the 2009 race.
I think you're right.
Brad Keselowski and Carl Edwards coming to the checkered flag.
Boyer's 15 comes up, clogs the track. Both Labonte brothers involved.
Carl Edwards, he opened it up just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think this is a hard lick right into the fence. I mean, that car, that looked like Bobby Allison did here in 1987.
The catch fence did its job,
Thank
and
goodness.
the car did its job.
Thank goodness we have the new, stronger, much stronger, safer catch fences. But watch, the 09's going to look to the outside where he already has. Carl went up to block him a little bit. Now he's going to come down to try to block him again, and you get one shot at it, but you don't get two. Watch this.
What a lick.
Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable.
You know, and looking very carefully at the catch fencing that held, and I did not see any debris go into the grandstand.
Earnhardt on the inside and Sterling Marlin outside.
And Ernie going with Earnhardt down on the inside. That's going to hit. Oh, he's got trouble.
Terrible crash. Front of the field all torn up. Earnhardt's number 3.
Bono that actually gave Reagan the shot that he needed to get to the lead to win the race yesterday. Oh, goodness. Boy, Jeff Gordon.
And around. He's going to the wall.
I think that was Jeff Gordon.
Here we go. 8, 9, 10 cars. Mark Martin's involved.
Man, you hate to see this early in the race.
I believe Jeff Gordon was the first car sent up and into the wall. Somebody
hit Jeff, and that guy started it. Look at that. Looks like a junkyard.
All right, boys. Let's go to the garage, see if we can get a fix.
It's because it is.
Yeah, I hate that. The old Pepsi Challenger is getting opened up like a can of Pepsi.
Got Gilliland as he went around, who spun down off the nose of the 2.
Harvick. And look at Mark. Mark took a heck of a ride in the 5 car.
Oh. And there goes Kane out of line, spinning down to the inside of the back straightaway. Hard hit on the inside wall.
Yeah. And I don't know if Ambrose run up on the 48.
I think he was going to the middle.
And he seems to be headed there, and he sees the 48 come over and tries
too. Yeah. Or, you know, the 48 got tapped.
Yeah, the 48 kind of forces him over and forces him right into the side of Casey and just body slams him. And this is, you see the wall kind of take that, absorb some of that energy in the front of this.
Still side by side, 3 wide as they go down the backstretch.
This is amazing.
Pushing as hard as you can and driving as hard as you can, looking for the checker flag with an engine that's about to blow up.
Ross Chastain has the advantage down on the bottom. He's still in front. Here comes that 98 and the 88 tandem in the middle of the track. Johnny Sauter, he won at Daytona earlier this year. Can he do it again? They wreck behind him. They're rolling behind him. Now the 88 spins. Thor Sport is going to win. It's going to be Johnny Sauter that will get the win, but they wreck behind him.
Matt Crafton has not got to the start-finish line yet.
And they're still wrecking. Crafton does slide by the start-finish line. The 32 of Miguel Paludo was upside down. It's on fire now.
Crash in turn 1.
Huge crash. Unbelievable crash.
Kyle Busch got into the back of Casey Kane. Kane got turned into the wall as Busch tried to change lanes.
Kyle goes down. I think it's more like Kyle went down and Kane went up. They make a little light contact right here when Kyle looks like he's getting a push from Marcus Ambrose. Starts to move to the outside and catches the back of the 5 car Kane and sends him around. You see Jamie McMurray, and there goes the 29 of Harvick.
Hamlin got hit by
Ryan Vickers hit it now.
Yeah, Hamlin's car. Vickers, Ruderman,
the 70.
Stewart.
Martin Truex Jr. in 56 just basically all but stopped.
He got to the line that he wanted to, so see how far Kenseth drives it in here. He couldn't get his slide job to work quite as good. It's a lot of contact. Oh, no. There they go. Wow. That didn't work out for either one of them. Driving in, probably a little too hard. Tony not very happy.
Whoa.
Now, gosh, looks familiar. Well, we know what Tony thinks.
Redemption in mind here tonight.
Oh, look out as he has a tire situation. Here comes Edwards right into it. They cross the line, and guess who wins the race? Stenhouse.
Well, thanks to Carl Edwards.
Jamie McMurray leading. Here's the first move.
Oh, trouble. Dillon gets turned around into the middle of the pack.
Casey Mears is the one that hit him.
Caution is out. Race is over.
It's just been the air coming across the back that got him loose.
First oval track win. He won it in Finion 96 races ago on the road course.
And
half a second. And the 99 has turned over Brad Keselowski.
And we have a caution.
My goodness.
I don't know if I'm okay.
Keselowski was on track for a 6th place finish.
Boy,
we're told there was contact between Edwards and Keselowski.
With the car going forward, it's got to create a pocket of air behind it when it gets around backwards.
Guys, you saw it right there. Those white gloves, they made a turn to the right.
Brad Keselowski has climbed out of his Penske Dodge. At first, Kenseth second with a push from Gordon. Oh, Kane! Kane gets around, slides across the track. Dillon misses him. More carnage down toward turn number 1. Montoya, Harvick.
For real on apron.
All with damage as the caution comes out.
Coming towards this white flag. This race is official. We will finish it on this next lap, no matter what happens. Look out, it's gonna get tight.
Well, that got those separated. The 60 and 16 separated.
And that may be all the others needed, because look at how far back they have dropped. Down the back stretch, it is the 18 of Kyle Busch. He has never won here in 7 prior starts. Look out! A spin, Mike Wallace, and he's up and over. Wallace gets back on all fours. The 38 of Leffler is also involved. The race is going to end under caution.
Newman, Keselowski, Hamlin, Harvick, Truex, and Schrader. Okay. 11:55 there.
Yeah.
Tire down on the 11, right front maybe after that contact.
Definitely a stack up. Oh man, there's a lot of good cars got torn up here.
Stewart's trying to squeeze in there.
See that
He's shoving to the bottom.
See that hand? Just wanted to touch him, man. Just wanted to touch him.
Can't get him to the high side. Here he comes. There he goes. Bush in the wall. Here comes Stewart to the checkered flag. And another car gets in the backside. It's Casey Kane. And they're scattering everywhere as they come to the line.
Some of these guys hit hard, man.
And one of them was Kyle Busch.
They're still hitting hard.
Oh, we got some trouble down the backstretch. 2 cars, including Mark Martin, sliding through the inside of the track in our first caution of the night now.
And, you know, it's one of those deals that's give and take, and I don't think Matt thought that he was going to come up that quick either.
He's driving really defensively right now. He's trying to keep Jeff Gordon behind him, and Jeff is working him over. Look at that. Jeff's going to move him up out of the groove and get by him.
Whoa, Busch is around. Can he save it this time?
Oh, there you go.
He does. He saves it. But there's a
Jeff Gordon's upside down. Jeff Gordon's upside down.
And Kurt Busch's car is destroyed.
Oh, my gosh.
That too, he's in that backup car.
You see Jeff down there, he just gets down on his left corner, and we've seen that time and time and time again.
You got to stay off the left side. What do we do about that, though, man? How do we fix it? The drivers just have to make the decision that they've got to lay off that left side.
Look at this long slide for Gordon. And that's Kurt Busch tangled up with him and Jimmy Johnson. And that car still hasn't lost much of its momentum as it goes side over side and comes to rest.
Michael
on
made
its roof.
A really good point, though, Mike. These cars are so much bigger than the cars were 5 years ago.
Oh, big crash in turn number 2, David Ruderman. Oh, goodness. 6 gets, it's like, oh, my gosh. Goodness gracious. Wow. Like Morris said, got into the 6 car. David Reagan. Oh, my goodness.
There was some talk of whether the team could switch points.
Whoa, whoa, guys. Whoa, whoa. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. I have never seen anything like that in my life.
He hit that wall a ton.
Oh, my gosh.
That's the part of the racetrack.
I can't even hardly watch that.
It's a part of the racetrack, but Murray said was a little slick getting in. Not knowing if Michael changed his line a little bit, got a little too much into that speedy dry.
Oh, Gordon comes up. Oh, he got Kenseth. Oh, and there goes Jeff. Jeff's in the inside wall, hard into the wall.
Caution will wave. Caution will wave. The field is frozen. We'll be coming back to 4 to go.
Crash on the track.
Just talking about got airborne. A.J. Allmendinger, Jeff Gordon, David Ruderman, Matt Kenseth all involved.
You get the 11. It looks like these guys get, you know, he just dove down. Wow. And then corrected maybe. Yeah, that's really a strange act. Man, Matt did a good job not hitting that guy, but then he got clobbered.
See Blaney in that. And Blaney had a good run. Those guys had run in the top 10 or 15 a lot tonight.
Another spinner. That's Brad Keselowski going around.
This could be ugly.
Back up across the track. Big damage. A number of cars collected. Dave Blaney, Greg Biffle.
Yeah, man, whenever you see a car coming back across a racetrack like that, you know it's going to be a bad deal.
Travis Kvapil nowhere to go.
Wow.
You think about how great Biffle has been in recent weeks, and simply nothing he could do about that one.
Oh, yeah. He got tagged by Kurt Busch, went down on the apron. When he came back up on the racetrack, he got into the left rear of Brad. Nothing Brad could do, like you said. At that point, Brad's for the ride. goes along for the ride and tore up a lot of race cars right there. Watch the 78 car goes down on the apron, then he comes sliding back up, and he just turns the 2 car.
And it is a very harsh transition. We saw it during some of the qualifying laps. A harsh transition from the flat up to the race, back up onto the racetrack.
Side outside. What's the
Stewart to the lead at the white flag. We're on the last lap. Will they make it back?
Wayne was Matt the fast when he's got the 29 pushing him here.
4 deep behind Stewart and Kenseth.
Yeah, Kevin Harvick's got some real help coming towards the front here.
Michael Waltrip in the 55. Into the picture. Pushed by Casey Mears. Kenseth with Harvick behind him. Oh, there's contact. Stewart into the middle of the pack and over.
Washington's out.
And a huge wreck to end this race. Matt Kenseth is going to get to the finish line first. Well, here it is. Waltrip in the 55, Mears in the 13, Stewart in the 14.
You can see Tony just a little bit late in making that move to get back down. Harvick and Kenseth on the outside had a run, so they were literally going to go by him on both sides.
Watch the 2. The championship leader somehow avoided getting really torn up in that.
See, it looked like Martin Truex was going to get through there. Bobby Labonte caught him right at the end.